Hey guys, welcome to another video with Coffee with Chloe. Today we're going to be talking a bit about my 2026 reading goals and how I plan on accomplishing them. In 2025, I did a lot of focus on quantity over quality at the first half of the year. My reading goal was 48 books, but I ended up reading 62. And one thing I noticed while I was doing my recap series was at the beginning of the year, I really wasn't enjoying some of the books that I was reading because I was focused on quantity over quality. But near the end of the year, especially October, November, December, I really started to diversify the genres I was reading and be more selective, and really enjoyed the books I picked. So the theme of 2026 is quality over quantity. I've set my reading goal at 36 books, which is 3 books a month. Very achievable for me. It's almost half of what I read last year. And that gives me more time to kind of go more in depth with the books I'm reading and really analyze them. We're not just talking about the quality of the writing, but we're also talking about the quality of my engagement. So how am I connecting with the characters? Am I properly identifying and analyzing the themes and stuff like that of the story? I really want to be better about interacting with the books I read, and I started doing a really good job near the end of 2025. So I'm just trying to continue that into 2026. What this means is with the books that I read, I'm going to be writing a book review for every single one, whether I write the review and publish it on Substack or I post one on here for you guys to see. Overall, just doing a proper review of the books that I'm reading. And I have a whole little formula I started for writing my Substack posts when I'm reviewing a book, following that to really help me truly examine and interact with the books that I'm reading so I can get the most out of that experience. What this also means is continuing to diversify my reading. So in 2025, I did a great job diversifying some of the authors and genres I was reading. In 2024, I had been primarily a romance girly, but last year I read thriller, memoirs, nonfiction books, literary fiction, fantasy, dystopian. I really tried to get out there and dip my toes into a bunch of different areas. And I want to continue that in 2026 because I discovered that I really like a lot of genres. I just need to put more energy into finding those books. So in 2026, I want to have kind of an equal spread of the different genres that I read. So I don't want one to be significantly higher than the other, because if it happens, it happens, but I want to try and read different genres. Same thing goes for authors. I want to make sure that I have an even split between white straight authors and BIPOC authors. And this is just for like contemporary novels, for books that have been published recently. With the classics, I have made a new classics list for myself that is heavily centered around authors of color, LGBTQIA authors, authors with different belief systems, etc., translated works, so that I can really get deep into classics and not just read the same thing over and over, which is how I've started to feel about a lot of the popular white classics. Those are really my primary goals for reading in 2026. My big one is I'm not going to be buying any books this year. Now, that may seem counterintuitive to what I've just been telling you guys, but we've gotten to the point where through gifting and buying books, I have 48 books on my shelf that I have not read, and I think that is disgustingly consumeristic. I hate the idea of having books I haven't read, and I can't believe it's gotten this bad. So I'm not going to buy any books this year. I'm just going to read what I have, and if I don't want to read something I have, we're going to check it out from the library. I really utilized Libby last year for audiobooks and digital ebooks to kind of explore other genres and help me read more while I'm like driving to work. So I want to continue that. I don't need to own any more books. I really don't see the point in owning I don't need to own every single book I've ever read. And I hate that I have so many that I haven't read yet that are already on my shelf. So we are not buying any books in the year of 2026. If I'm gifted books or given a gift card, that's different, but it's not coming out of my pocket. Now, I'm gonna give you guys a little haul of the books that I got for Christmas. So I got some from my family, and then my parents also gave me a $50 Barnes & Noble gift card. First, we're gonna go over the ones that I was gifted by my family. My sister, bless her, got me the Hunger Games Deluxe box set. I cannot believe I've not read the Hunger Games yet. I really need to get on it, so I'm very glad I put this on my Christmas list. I was so excited when I unboxed it. Then we have Finding My Way by Malala Yousafzai. I read her first book when I was in like elementary school or middle school. Real quick, look at those collages. And that has been a crutch for me for years. She inspires me so much. I have read her books, I've done her coding program, I follow her on social media, etc. Looking at my copy of her first book, there you can see parts that were underlined in crayon by tiny Chloe, and then again by an older Chloe in colored pencil or pen or like regular pencil. So when I found out she had another book coming out, it went straight on my Christmas list. I was like, guys, I don't care if I get nothing else, just get me this Malala book. I'm so excited to start and I can't wait to share my thoughts with you guys. I also got The Wicked King. This is the second book in this series. I have read the whole series, I just don't own it all yet. Now I'm gonna move on to the books that I bought with my $50 gift card. I went during their 25% off sale, so I was able to get 4 books. First we have Sunburn by Chloe Mitchell Howarth. This is about 2 girls in the 1990s in Catholic Ireland. Then we have Their Eyes Were Watching God by Zora Neale Hurston. I have been looking for this book for months and I could not find it anywhere, so I'm so excited to finally read it and annotate it. Last but not least, we have Blood Over Brighthaven by M.L. Wong. I'm so excited. I've heard amazing things about M.L. Wong's standalone fantasy series, about M.L. Wong's standalones. I'm so excited to read it. Not Pictured, I also bought the 3rd book in the Emily Wilde series and I have started it, loving it. I love Heather Fawcett's writing and the whole concept of this series, so I'm so excited. That's all I have for you guys today, but Happy New Year. Thank you so much for watching. Always like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more of my videos, my book reviews, and if you want to see content from me more often. I do post daily over on TikTok about what I'm reading, writing, and watching. And have a great day. Thank you so much.